Shanti. So demo counseling by the students of counseling as future health. The topic for today's webinar is Quest for Happiness. Counselor is none other than Dr. Tulika. I'd like to give a brief introduction about today's counselor, Dr. Tulika Dalsi, an ex-student of counseling as future health. Retired recently from one of the most reputed technical institute of Kolkata as a faculty, and in the last 3 years she has been actively participating as a spiritual counselor for webinars. With her in supportive role, we have Sister Naina Saxena. Sister Naina Saxena is from the education sector, working as a teacher in one of the reputed schools in Madhya Pradesh, Muradabad. She is an ex-student of counseling and spiritual health, and now scholars PhD also. Today's session will be live on YouTube as well as Facebook. We are subtaining kind of mental health related counseling. We are strategies to refer in the free counseling form. Website name is www.spiritualseva.com.in, and also we can be contacted on our WhatsApp number 9321070078. Request our viewers to like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel for themselves and their friends. And also we'll be happy if you can get the feedback about our session. And we'd like to implement the suggestion if it will help to make a webinar better. Now, with the remembrance of beloved Shri Baba, with our Supreme Father, Supreme Teacher, Supreme Sadguru, and also Supreme Counselor, we also seek the blessing from our most loving Radhikis and from senior brothers and sisters. Request our viewers to be with us for this session from the beginning to end. And may I request now today's counselor, Dr. Tulika Dalsi, to start today's session. Thank you very much. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Good evening, everybody. Today's demo counseling session is on quest for happiness. It is said that happiness begets happiness. Happiness is the most sought after component of our lives. Things don't make us happy, at least not for long. And our happiness certainly doesn't come from other people. So it is really not difficult to find happiness. We must begin our quest for happiness within. Once we find it, it will completely change our life. Today, Sister Naina and I will take part in the demo counseling session. Now, with the blessings of Parampita Paramatma, who is also our Supreme Teacher and Supreme Counselor, we shall begin the session. Good evening, Sister.
Good evening, sister.
Yes, Sister. Please say.
Yes. Yes. Thank you for giving me appointment, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, I am very, very unhappy for the last 4 years and anxious about my future. I am taking medicines for anxiety for the past 2 months. Now, my doctor has suggested that I go to a counselor. I am here today for your suggestions. Please help me, ma'am.
Don't worry, Sister. I'm sure that you will feel very much relieved at the end of this session. First of all, please tell me about your childhood days.
Actually, ma'am, I am the only child of my parents. My father is an engineer and my mother is a homemaker. We lived in our own house, and from childhood, I wanted to be happy. I wanted money for the shopping and enjoy with my friends. But my parents was very strict. And they always said that do whatever you do. But in short, I want to say that I think they don't love me. But they said that I must study now and learn to respect money.
Okay. Tell me about your educational qualification.
G. Actually, I did my MBA and also earned a degree in law.
Do you work?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I joined in an MNC company and I am highly paid. My job is in the evening and I'm in a supply department. I enjoy my job.
Okay. Are you married?
Yes, ma'am. I meet a person in a marketing sector and married him. The person is a divorcee. So my father did not accept the marriage. I was very happy since my husband gave me whatever I demanded. But after 3 months of my marriage, my father suffered from a severe heart attack and passed away. And then my mother sold the house and took a small flat near my house.
Okay. Do you have children?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I have a daughter and was born after a year. My mother looked after my daughter, and when I was away in the office, I was very happy and returned home after shopping and dining with my friends.
Why are you unhappy and anxious now?
Actually, ma'am, in 2020, during the COVID period, when Priyanka was 12 years old, my husband lost his job, and the financial responsibilities of the whole family fell upon me. He tried very hard, but didn't get any job. I had to spend all my earning over my daughter and the family. I was very, very angry. Everyone was using me like an ATM machine, taking money from me anytime, whatever they want. I was very unhappy. And also want to say that for 2 years, my husband was jobless and penniless. He decided to invest in a share market. My mother gave him 40 lakhs, but he lost 5 lakhs in a single day. He was shocked and disappointed. I was very, very angry with my mother and my husband. I took up a part-time job in a legal sector during the day and earned more money. My senior was very helpful and generous, and after 5 months, I began to earn well. And I want to say that I soon became attached to my senior. He gave me expensive gifts and often took me out during the holidays. Even we even went on a short trip on a nearby hill resort. He was very modern in his attitude.
So you must be very happy now. What is the problem then?
Actually, ma'am, one evening I was in my mother's house. I had left my mobile in house. My senior called me and my husband picked up the phone. He became suspicious and went through the messages. He understood everything. When I returned home, he was furious and told me to immediately leave the house. I was very, very upset and angry and told he had taken 40 lakhs rupees from my mother and had not returned the money. He had no earning. He depended upon me. He must leave the house. From that day, we started quarreling. And my mother was very upset with my behavior. My husband went into a depression. My daughter became aggressive. She was 15 years and did not like our arguments. And ma'am, my senior started avoiding me from that day and said that I must look another job. He could not be unfaithful toward his wife. I was shocked. I never know that he was married. I left a part-time job.
How are you managing everything now?
Last month, my husband joined a company in Odisha. He is not well paid. He cannot send me money. I have to bear all the expenses of my daughter and pay all the bills. I am alone in the world. My mother, my husband, and my daughter all against me. Actually, I am really a ATM machine. I must give money to everyone at any time. I feel into anxiety. I understood that everybody was using me. Nobody wanted me to be happy. I did not sleep for days. I fell ill. On hearing the news, my husband took leave and come to see me. He called a doctor. The doctor gave me medicines for anxiety and recommended bed rest for 15 days. My husband cooks me, look after my daughter, and attended all my needs without a word. And there was a grey white silence in the house. Nobody spoke. After 2 months, could walk properly. Now my husband left for his workplace. Ma'am, I am still on medicine, but my doctor suggested that I talk with a counselor and take advice. So I am here today. Please help me, ma'am.
Okay, I understand you, sister. I'm happy to know that you really want to be happy and that you have been trying to be happy from your childhood. Can you tell me what is happiness?
Actually, happiness is a feeling. We feel good when we are happy.
Right, you are right. See, happiness is a good feeling. We call it an emotion. See, just as anger, fear, jealousy, sadness are negative emotions that make us feel uncomfortable, happiness, joy, peace, and love are positive emotions that make us feel comfortable. See, you said that your parents were very strict. They did not give you extra money that you wanted for shopping and to enjoy with your friends. They wanted you to spend time usefully on your studies and learn to respect money. See, this means that they taught you the value of time and the value of money. See, they did not hesitate to spend money on your education. See, as far as I know, the cost of 1 year MBA in India ranges from 5 to 30 lakhs.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
cost of LLB program from a private institute amounts to about 2 lakhs per year. So after studies, they allowed you to work. I understand they are very much broad-minded. So you enjoyed your studies, you enjoyed your job. You must have been very happy then. See, if you had wasted time and money in your school days, maybe your aim of higher studies and a successful professional career would not have been fulfilled. See, so your long-term happiness has been more beneficial than short-term happiness. See, actually, you were too young and you did not have foresight then. You wanted material happiness. All materials are perishable. Friends will remain with you or support you only for a short period. So happiness obtained from materials and from people is only temporary and not long lasting. Do you have any connection with your friends who have been so important in your life those days?
No, I don't know where they are now.
See, do you know how many people in India are below poverty line?
No idea, ma'am.
See, out of a population of 144 crores in India, in 2024, nearly 3.44 crores of people are living in extreme poverty. See, extreme poverty is the most severe type of poverty in which people are deprived of basic needs, including food, safe drinking water, sanitation facilities, health, shelter, education, and information. You have a home of your own, you have good education, a cooperating family, and plenty to spend beyond needs. You are very, very fortunate. Be thankful to God that He has given you such wise parents who have groomed you to become financially independent. See, even after your marriage, while you were earning a good income, your husband met all your material demands and you felt happy as long as he fulfilled all your desires. But in 2020, he lost his job and the financial responsibility of the family fell over you, isn't it? So you should be very happy to get an opportunity to serve your own family. Why should you be disturbed? Why should you get angry and upset? Do you know that more than 1.5 lakhs of children have been orphaned by the COVID-19 pandemic in India alone, according to official data? These children are still suffering from nightmares, outbursts of anger, and extreme loneliness, which are an outcome of the trauma of 3 years. See, sister, the
Yes, ma'am.
full figures on how many Indian women and men have lost their spouses in the pandemic have not been declared by the central government. But the plight of such people is beyond imagination. An estimated 12.2 crore Indians lost their jobs during the coronavirus lockdown. And do you know Among them, more than 3/4 were wage laborers and small traders. Have you ever thought about the fate of their families? How did they manage to survive? Forget about their children's education. See, there is no report of the number of parents who have lost their children. Just imagine how difficult it is to bear the loss of one's own child. Don't you think that you are blessed by God, sister? Have you ever thanked God for keeping you and your family safe during the entire COVID pandemic? You are very fortunate to be blessed by God and remain untouched by the virus in that period. You must be very happy. See, you're very fortunate that your husband is not the only earning member in the family. According to you, he was without job and money for 2 years. And to add to the problem, he lost a large amount of money in the share market. See, he was shocked and disappointed. Education never goes to waste. And your degree in law helped you to get an additional part-time job during that time. How fortunate you and your family were. You must be very happy about it. See, but unfortunately, you took everything for granted and you did not understand your husband's state of mind. You were angry with your mother for lending money to your husband. Don't you think that he was already upset and ashamed about the matter? He had nobody to support him directly or indirectly during those hard times. You could have treated him with respect and dignity. See, instead, you ignored him during the days of his misfortune and you gladly received the expensive gifts given to you by your senior, considering him to be very modern in his attitude towards you. At the same time, you did not hesitate to leave your family and enjoy your trip to an unknown place with an unknown person. You also did not hesitate to quarrel with your husband over the matter. See, your mother did not appreciate your behavior. According to you, your husband was immensely disappointed and fell into depression. Your daughter became aggressive. Even your senior started to avoid you because he realized that he was being unfaithful to his wife. Sister, it is said that marriage is not just a union of two individuals, but also of two families. In India, this is especially true, as marriages are often seen as a way to strengthen relationships between families. As such, there are a number of responsibilities that come with getting married, especially if you are the single daughter. See, you must take care of your mother. If your husband is not working, you have to support him financially. Additionally, you must take care of your daughter. See, a mother is a main role model in her young daughter's life. Your daughter subconsciously takes in how you carry yourself, how you regard yourself, and think about yourself. You had the opportunity to play a positive role model for your daughter during that time. You had the opportunity to teach her how to meet challenges in life in a positive manner. I am sure she has understood how important education is in the life of a woman. So you could have taken the situation as an opportunity to show your virtues and teach your daughter the values of life by playing a positive role. Instead, you were angry, you were unhappy, and you thought everybody was using you like an ATM machine, taking money from you anytime, whenever they need it. Let me tell you, sister, that ATM stands for Automated Teller Machine, not anytime money. You felt that you were spending all your earnings upon your daughter and the family. See, you are a mother, you are a wife, you are an earning member in the family. To whom will your daughter and your family approach for financial help during this time? You should be happy to help your family to overcome the financial crisis. You left your daughter under the care of your mother when you went for work, and you returned home after shopping and dining with your colleagues. In India, parents take the responsibility of their grandchildren too. In other countries, children must leave their parents' home when they turn 18 and they must earn their own living then. How fortunate you are to be an Indian. You must be very, very happy. See, at present, You must be extremely happy that your husband has got a job. Maybe he's not well paid, but with patience and time, his salary will surely increase. And once again, he will be able to share the responsibility of the family with you. So now you have two options before you. Bear all the expenses of your daughter, pay all the bills happily until your husband can help you, or you do the same work unhappily with anger and disappointment. See, the choice is yours. You can
Right.
carry out the same action with happiness or with disappointment.
Hmm.
See, your husband took leave from a new job and he came down to look after you when you were ill. You said he did the cooking, he took care of your daughter, he attended to all your needs. He never grumbled, did he?
No, never.
See, so he has been so cooperative, so patient, and so adjusting. No? Then why do you think that you are alone in the world? You have been happy always to receive gifts from people. See, your husband gave you the most important and expensive gift. Do you know what the cost of a human body is? Sister, an American doctor calculated the cost of a human body. How? By finding the total cost that would incur when all the body parts are substituted with artificial parts. Right? The overall cost amounted to several crores.
7 crores.
Yes. So thank God and your husband. You are physically healthy, fit, and fine now. You are the owner of several crores of rupees. You can walk about now. Soon you will be able to join your workplace. So you must be very, very happy now. See, sister, actually what happened in the last few years, you have created a thought in your mind that nobody wants you to be happy.
Using me like a machine.
Yes. So see, this negative thought gave rise to negative emotions of anger and disappointed.
Right.
You could not share your feelings with anybody. No?
No.
Because you said your mother, your daughter, your husband were all against you. So you
Yes.
couldn't talk with anybody. So what happened? You could not, because you could not share your feelings, suppressed anger gave rise to hypertension. And
Right.
hypertension increases the risk of insomnia. That is, having difficulty in falling asleep in the night. As a
Right.
result, you became ill-tempered, you became depressed, and you got anxious. So you fell ill. Sister, life is not a bed of roses. Challenges come in our life to give us the opportunity to understand our own values and increase our strength and power. Your husband always carried out his duties towards you from the very beginning. He gave you all that you demanded without any hesitation. When you fell ill, he grabbed the opportunity to serve you and your daughter. You are really fortunate, lady, sister. You must be extremely happy. See, we don't need materials or gifts from anybody to become happy. Happiness is not taking. Happiness is giving. Happiness is energy. Whatever we radiate to the universe, we get back. Happiness is our natural nature. So be happy, radiate happiness, and you will always get back happiness. Your doctor has given you medicines for anti-anxiety, right? These medicines enhance the activity of a chemical in the brain that helps you feel calm. Their effect also produces drowsiness, making you easier to fall asleep and sleep through the night. But how long will you depend upon these medicines? So your doctor suggested that you meet a counselor and understand the source of your anxiety. Now you understand that happiness depends upon our attitude towards situation and life. So with negative thoughts and negative attitude, we shall be unhappy. With positive thoughts and positive attitude, we will be happy in the same situation. So always be positive and look at all situations in a positive manner. So from today, just create positive thoughts for yourself and others and look at your husband's positive qualities. Then you will experience happiness. See, remember, giving happiness to others is the greatest virtue. I hope that you have understood and you are really fortunate and consider happiness to be your birthright.
Yes, ma'am. Bilkul, bilkul. And thank you very much. And I understand each and everything, whatever you want to teach me. I understand that who know the value of time, time make them valuable. And you really, really very good said that life is a journey and happiness is long with the past, so live always happy. Now I know the true meaning of the happiness now. Thank you very much, ma'am. Very heartily thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for coming forward for my suggestions. You may call me whenever you require.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your concern. Very, very thank you.
Thank you. Anil Bhaiji, session is over.
Thank you very much, Dr. Tulika, learned counselor for today's topic, Quest for Happiness. So, Dharma counseling, the spiritual counseling and spiritual health. Counseling has the praise of our counselor, stating that she is a married lady and has got a daughter who is at about 14 years. And during the corona period, her husband lost the job. And also was being paralyzed. So this lady says that she has been working before this tragedy occurred in her home, and now she is the only one who is a earning member in the family. The whole responsibility to run the house is on her. And on one side, the husband is not working, paralyzed. Besides, an earning member of the family on whose entire responsibility is there to run the house and bring the food on the table. Besides that, she has to do all the domestic chores also because the husband is not able to give any kind of help, neither financially nor sharing the domestic chores. So she has got a very strained relationship with the husband. And also, she needs the emotional support as well as she also said that he is emotionally strained, financially only member of the family, physically, emotionally, and also in every respect. She finds herself in a very hopeless condition and as suggested that by her daughter that she needs a counseling, and also she is started taking the medicine for the anxiety and for the problem which she is facing now in her life. So this is the today's case, and the counselor has suggested us many ways, many therapies are also suggested to her. But now, the first and foremost thing which she requires the moral support and also that no matter what happens, she has to look after her family and the husband who is unemployed and keep herself physically, mentally, and emotionally strong. Because now the responsibility is on her that she does whatever is possible for her the best. So the first thing also suggested that she needs to have whatever the medicines are prescribed by the doctor, to take it carefully. But for emotional support and for physical support, she has to connect herself with the higher. And meditation is also recommended to her with the medicines, which she can continue. So that's the first suggestion. As stated by the counselor, the happiness is not there, but she is trying to look out from the outside. Happiness is something of own, for which she need not look out from something from the outside. She wants to remain happy. This is her own something. Nobody can deprive of her. So some of the therapies given by the counselor are she needs to change her thoughts, from negative to positive. Maybe that her thought pattern changes. Maybe the happiness which is she's looking from the outside will not be required. Only she has to create and feel that she can remain happy. For that, she needs to have proper sleep. She needs to eat the right time, and also some exercise and mindful meditation is also suggested for her. Because we know that during Corona period, the situation was very pathetic, not only for her, but for many families, especially when somebody's husband is unemployed, the problems becomes more. And this kind of situation, when you don't have a support from your husband and the family, it becomes more difficult. So now only that course which is left now, seek the happiness in the spiritual angle also. And for that, it is also suggested that she should visit our Brahmakumari center. Morning Amritara meditation will also help. Whatever problem she is facing, she can write down a letter, Supreme Father, and thus try to find a solution that she may get a practitioner meditation. And so far as the relationship with the husband is concerned, no matter whatever the response she gets from the husband, she need not become negative. Because on one side he has lost the job, his palace is also. So she must look after him. What are the circumstances, the problems are there, which are there from the outside. So she needs to keep patience. And also she must need to use her powers, which she has got, and can exercise with her own. So this was a session which most required is about the mental fitness, physical fitness, and having a very cordial and good relationship with the husband. Because you know that when a person is unemployed, he has to depend on the wife, and this way they become more aggressive. They find that they are not helping in their family. They try to show their negativity, which the wife has to bear. Session was there to create the awareness that in such kind of families, where the only source of the income is the wife, the mother, she has to be at the front of the husband. And for this, they need to get a support from the Supreme Father also. Thank you very much for this transfer, Tulika. It was very well suggested by her that wherever the situations are not in our hand, we leave it to the higher powers and try to develop more spirituality in your life, and try to make sure that happiness is there, which is not derived from any outside. So this is from inside. So that suggestions are mainly meditation, affirmation, and visualization, for which you need to practice, and hopefully he follows it. The day is not very far when she will find that no matter whatever she's getting from the outside, on that she doesn't have a control. But if she wants to live happily, nobody can stop her. Thank you very much. We are live on YouTube as well as Facebook. We accept any kind of mental health related counseling. We can reach to referring the free counseling for the website name is www.spiritualseva.com. And also you can be contacted at that number 932107007. Session comes to end with this. Thank you very much.
Om Shanti.